Hello everyone, my name is Steve TV Online, and I am going to be submitting Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday all levels easy to the marathon. So this is a Super NES game, and as far as I can tell, it is the only licensed Porky Pig game that I could find, but don't quote me on that one. So I'm playing on easy difficulty because the medium difficulty has a little bit more of the projectiles on screen, but we can make that an incentive in the future to play that. And even though I am playing on easy, it is a Super NES game, so it's a little bit more difficult, and sometimes the controls are not, are very finicky in being able to control them. So the timing will begin the second that we go on the main screen, and then we hit the start button. So we will go to the main screen here, and then I will count us down. In 3, 2, 1, start. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is skipping over the main cutscene by hitting the start button, and then we're going to do it again after the first one. And the main story for this is that Porky is reading over travel brochures to go to someplace else, but then he falls asleep, and then he ends up having a haunted holiday dream, and that's what we're trying to let him escape from, is his dream. So besides that, we're just going to be walking forward, and you're going to be seeing me do multiple different jumping aspects of it. If you hold down the jump button a little bit longer than normal, then it will allow for you to go and jump a little bit higher, and we're going to be using that to our advantage. So now we're going to go up here, and those first two sets of spikes are actually instant kills. Those other spikes are not. And another thing you also saw me do is on these ramps here, it'll allow for you to slide down them. So now we're going to try another trick here. Okay, so we got those, and now we're going to see if Porky... There we go. Got it. Got the trick. Beautiful. Now we're going to go over here, and we're going to go over here. We are going to jump over, and then we're going to slide down. Jump again. Hold the jump button. We're going to wait for the shoes, and then we're going to go over here, and then we're going to slide down one more time. We're going to go all the way down and land on here and go up and over. That's perfect. We have all of our hearts as well as a good time. Now we're going to go up this tree house here, and the situation with this is that I, for some reason, freak out on this. There we go. We're going to go up here. So I'm going to try and focus here a little bit more so I don't fail here. Come on, Porky. Okay, good. Now we're going to go down here, and now we're coming up on another area where we can try one more trick. It's not a hard trick per se, it's just annoying if you miss it. Perfect, we got it on first try, and then we're going to go up here, we're going to grab the heart, and we're going to go through and go into the next section. So this next section, we're going to use that jumping mechanic that I was telling you about, holding it down to use it to our advantage here. We're going to go and we're going to use that like that, and then we're going to go all the way up here, and we're going to land on this tree up here, and then we're going to jump over. Perfect. We're going to land on this just in case we fall, which is a big thing for this specific swing right there. And now we're going to slide all the way down here. We're going to jump up, and we're going to get ourselves this heart, jump up and over. Perfect. Then we're going to fall down here, we're going to jump on that, we're going to go here, we're going to jump on that swing, and we're going to actually do a little bit of a skip here. We're going to go all the way down without having to jump all the way over on all that stuff, and then we're going to grab this helium, and we are going to go all the way up. Perfect area. Let's go. So now we have to do one more thing. We have to go down here on the tree again, and we're going to fall all the way down. But we're not going to take a lot of the pathways. We're going to take just the specific ones that will help us out. And this should be the last one right here. We're going to jump up, and then we're going to go into the first boss, which is the ghost. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go up here, and we're going to wait for the ghost to... He's going to be jumping around a little bit. We're going to wait for the ghost to lift up his hat, and then we're going to jump off, and we are going to be doing that 4 more times. So this will be an excellent time for donations to be read with these ghosts, with all of this ghost running around. You can't get hit by him no matter what, and until the very end of the level. Okay, here we go, and then we're going to jump off, and we're going to hit his head again. We have 2 more times. It is impossible for us to get hit, or for us to die at this point. So we're gonna do it one more time and go over here and finish it up by hitting him on the head. and then his eyes are going to glow red, which are is the only way that you can get hit by him, which I did, which is perfectly fine. It's not that big of an issue. All right, here we go. And with that, we are done with the first level, and we are going to go on to the second one, which is the gulch, dry gulch, which can be very nice to you, or it can be one of the worst levels ever. So let's hope for the first one, for it being better. So each time I'm matching the start button, it just skips you having to walk forward and hit the up button to go into each section. So I will always get hit there. I don't know why, but all of these tumbleweeds are always in the same spots. This train we always have to dodge. Okay, I got this, and now I'm going to kill myself on purpose here. There we go. So that will allow for us to have all of our health for this next section, which we really need. Alright, perfect. Then we're going to go up here, and we're going to get all the way over there. That was good, dodging all that. Dodge the train again, and then... Nice. Alright. Now with that, we are going to go all the way over here, and we're going to jump. We're going to get that. There's going to be another one coming right after this. We can do this to make sure that we don't get hit there. And we are going to get hit by him almost every single time. We can do that just to dodge the train a little bit easier. Continue on this way, and we should have enough health. Beautiful. We have two here, so this next section is a maze, and normally you would have to try and... Oh, whoa, I didn't know you could actually do that. Normally you would have to figure out how to do all that, but with us, since we are speed running the game, we know exactly the pathway that we have to take. So let's see if we can get these for us. Perfect! Now we're going to go over into 22 over here. We're going to go this way, and we're going to go up, and maybe the shoes will be nice to us and let us jump on them. Perfect. Go all the way over here, and we are going to go into 19. Then we're going to go up here, and instead of heading for the shoes again, we're going to go over this way, and we're going to go to the last door, or the third door, I should say. Actually, it's not the third door, it's the second door. It's the third dog. And then after that, we are going to go into the next boss, which is, if you know Looney Tunes, it is Yosemite Sam. Alright, so we're going to wait for Yosemite Sam to go there, and then we're going to jump, and we're going to duck underneath this, because those bullets that are stray will hit you, so what we have to do is we actually just have to hit the bullets back at him, like that, and make sure that you're doing it. So we have to do that 3 more times after that, and that will allow for us to finish it. So every single boss in this game is probably able to have at least 1 donation red, because there's nothing really going on in most of them. Okay, we have 1 more bullet that we have to bounce back. Perfect. That was a perfect fight. Let's go. Now we're going into the next level, which is the Pacific. And that can sometimes screw you over, because there's a really big trick halfway through the level that you want to make sure that you have enough health to be able to do it. Even if you do fail it, you're still able to recover from it. So let's see if we can do it. So right here, we are going to wait for our first bird. So one thing about this game, you'll notice in the background that there's mushrooms. This level normally, well, it can have the mushrooms, but it can also have trees in the background. This has a random aspect of the scenery to change each time that you play it, giving it a cool little something about it. Okay, here's our trick. Let's hope that we can get it. We're going to hold over and hold jump at the same time constantly, and make sure we get over here in time. There we go, we got it. And then we're going to fall into the water right here, and this will take us into the next section, which is the underwater section. We're going to fall all the way down here, and we're going to make sure that we hit this fish so it doesn't mess us up. We're going to jump on the bubble, and then we're going to go all the way up here. And we're going to jump up, get the fish, jump over this guy, and go up here, and there should be a jellyfish that comes down. That's good. We're going to, for safety purposes, grab this, and then jump over here. Jump over and down. We're going to jump over this way. Another jellyfish. If we keep jumping right there, we shouldn't have any issues. Then we're going to go down here the final way, and we are going to fall down and go through. So this next section is going to have a little bit of a section for a little skip that's going to be happening here. We're going to go over here, and we're going to jump over. We're going to wait for this jellyfish to come down. We're going to jump on the jellyfish. This will allow for us to completely skip an entire section of this level. So we're going to go over here. We're going to then go all the way over here. We're going to land on this elephant under the water, and we're going to hold the look button. So when you hold the look button, you can just look any direction you want. But if you hold it, going through these walls, you will just completely go through all of these walls for no reason whatsoever. We're going to go over here. We're going to let go of it, and it's going to pop us through the wall. We're going to go over here, and we're going to, well, I was going to say dodge those, but that's fine. So now we're going to fall down this way, and we're going to hold over, and we're going to hold the jump button. This will allow for us to jump up here and skip having to climb up all of those pillars and get up right on the pillar. So now comes the very fun part, if you can call it that. So right here, we have to do the same thing on the bubbles. We're just going to hold the look button, and which happens to be the X button on the SNES controller. And then we're going to make sure that we get up to a certain, we jump back and forth properly and get onto these bubbles. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to hold through that way so I pop up a little bit faster. And I'm going to go up here. I'm going to grab this just for safety purposes, and then we're going to go up this way because this is actually the faster way to do everything. All right. And like that, we're going to jump up here. Whew, that was close. Perfect. We should be good for the rest of the time as long as we stay on these bubbles. Nice. Over here. And then we're going to jump one more time, I believe. This should be the last one. Nope. Over here is the last one. There we go. And now we're going to get a 1-up with our luck. And then we're going to jump up to get a little bit faster. And then we're going to go on to the next boss, which is Sharky here. We're going to try and see if we can get a double hit here. Perfect. So that's the only time and only boss that, well, no, not the only boss that you can double hit, but it's the only time that you can do the double hit on Sharky there. So we had to use our hold jump there in order to get it too, but doing that allowed for us to jump off of his head, get onto the other ball, and then jump back off again, allowing for us to go down there and do it. So now we just have to jump across one more time and hopefully land on his head. It is possible to miss him, just fall right through him, which I've done plenty of times now. All right, and that was a perfect boss and almost a perfect stage too. We will take that any day. All right, now we are going into the mines. The mines aren't too bad if you know what you're doing. So right away, we're going to be holding the down button to slide down this little ramp right here. Then once we get down to the ground, we're going to jump and then walk forward. That jump allowed for us to get enough space away from that ball that we were just able to walk. So I'm just going to wait a second there, and then I'm going to fall down. That'll allow for us to not get hit by that. Once again, we're going to jump here, and we're going to jump again. That makes the bat out of the way. We're going to fall down again. Go all the way over here, and we're going to get the rat, fall down, and this area is very simple. We're just going to fall all the way straight down with all these bats. And then we are going to hold down again, continue sliding down this way, and then go in here. This is a little hidden passageway, but it's also the correct way that you're supposed to go. So now we're going to go over this way, and there's going to be a rock that spawns in. We're going to jump up that way, dodge it out of the way, and go up here. Wait for him to fall so we don't get hit. We didn't get hit by the bat as well. That's good. Now we're going into this next section, and hopefully, if I do everything... Okay, that was My fault there. I should still be able to do it just fine. Because there are no checkpoints in this area, so we want to make sure... Oh, no. This isn't good. We have to be very, very, very careful now. We're going to wait for him, just for safety purposes. We're going to go under that rock and then step away. That will allow for us to... There we go. Then this one we have to step past. Perfect. This one is one of these again. Okay. We made that. We might have to do a death right here just to be safe. So we'll let this rock fall on us. That is for pure safety purposes. Alright, so we're going to go underneath that rock, and then we're going to fall back again. We're going to just continue on. It's very hard to die in this section now that we took that safety death. We're going to climb all the way up here. We're going to wait for this guy to cross over. We're going to go over here, and we're going to jump up. We're going to wait and go, and then wait one more time, and perfect. All the way over, we're going to slide down this and jump onto that. So one fun thing you can do is go off and on like that. Then we're on to the easiest boss in the entire game, which is kind of weird since it's like the 4th boss in the game. Tweety is always going to be in the same motion here, and that bubble's going to come up in the air. We're going to jump right over here, and we're going to get the last Tweety bird right there, and that is the end of the Tweety boss. Very, very simple. So now after that, we are going to be going on to my favorite level in the entire game. And my favorite level in the entire game happens to be the Alpines, or the Alps. So right here at the very beginning, all we really have to do is just run forward. If we just run forward here, we should be safe from getting hit. And even if we do get hit here, there is a lot of safety measures coming up, as you'll see here in just a second. Right here, we have 3 hearts that will automatically do it. And now after that, it doesn't matter anymore, because there will be enough hearts for us to not have to worry about it. See, right here. And then we should have one more heart coming up at the end here. Perfect. And we have some 1-ups. Awesome. And now we're going into the fun part of, well, not the fun part. This is another auto scroller. So all that I'm going to be doing is jumping on birds and grabbing hearts. So this will actually be a really good time for donations to be read. I just get to like mess around here. So this would be a little bit harder on the medium difficulty. Those little tiny clouds that are floating besides the background clouds would be shooting thunder out, and you would have to dodge out the thunder. But on easy, they were just floating clouds doing absolutely nothing. All right. So we have a couple more things that we have to do here. But they're very lenient on this level for hearts-wise, as well as 1-ups, because there's going to be another 1-up coming up right up here. Right there. And this actually gives me a good indication as to where there should be 2 more birds after this. Once the birds fly off screen, I can then jump forward, and I can get an early cycle into the next part. Then we go into the fun part of this. So this is my favorite part of the entire game. Right here, this is kind of like a... it's just very fun. We're going to go over here, and we're going to fall down. We're going to go all the way over. And we're going to jump. We are going to go over this way again. And we're going to jump and actually dodge that one, so we don't need to touch that one. We're going to jump again, and we are going to go over this way. And then we're going to jump up into this door. Then we're going to go up this way, and we're going to jump on the chicken legs. We're going to fall down. And then we're going to go over this way, and we're going to jump over that hole. Next, we're going to be running into a section with flying ostriches. You heard that correctly, flying ostriches. Then we're going to jump on the carrot. We're going to jump on here. Then we're going to go all the way over. Yes, we will get hit again here. That's fine. We're going to go over, over, and then over, 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 over one more time. And then we're going to fall and land into the next screen. Then we're going to go over here. We're going to... see if we know... okay. Oops! That's not good. let's try that again. We're going to go over here, and we're going to go up here, perfect, and then we're going to go and grab this heart just for safety purposes, because we did kind of mess up. Oh, well, we lost it anyway. We're going to go and jump a couple of times, then we're going to go over this way. No, okay. It is possible to get over there. I don't know. I've never been able to do it, but it is possible. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to jump over everything to make sure we go the right way. We're going to fall down on this carrot, go onto this falling carrot, go all the way over until we see that bird. We're going to fall down, and then we're going to go over this way and make sure we get into this door. Then we're going to fall onto the eyeballs. We're going to go into the door. Then we're going to jump up and grab the door again. The same door. Then we're going to go on the chicken legs, and we're going to fall into this bottom door. We're going to jump up one more time into the next door. There we go. And then we are going to follow the cupcakes. That will bring us into the last door that we're going to do, and then I'm going to try one more trick in this section right here. It's actually a fun trick if I can get it done. Okay, first part done. Now we're going to go right here. We're going to wait. We're going to jump, got it. So that just saves a little bit of time of us having to go all the way around in that section, but it takes a little bit of practice, but once you get it down, it's really fun. All right, now we're going to go this way. And we're almost done with this level, actually. Unfortunately, because this is a really fun level. Okay, and with that, we are now going into the boss of the stage, and we're going to go into this way. We are going to walk towards the wall, because if you walk towards the wall, it is impossible for you to get hit while the snowballs fall down. We're going to do that, and we're going to wait for him to do that. Go, and then jump. That hits him once, and then we're going to do it again, and we're going to hit him a second time. We can do that all 3 times, but we only have to do it twice, and then hit him one last time. So we're going to do the same exact thing for this boss. We're going to stand in the corner here, wait for him to do that, wait a second, then we're going to jump. Then we're going to go down here, we're going to jump again and go over this way. And then the final one, we're going to do it one last time and finish off the boss. Alright, and that is the boss. That is my favorite boss because it's so easy and so much fun. And now we're going on to the final level, the mansion. The mansion is very interesting because the very beginning area is very easy, very simple. Then it goes into very difficult gameplay. And then the boss is very simple. So here we go. We don't need to worry about health here, but it's easier than just like... So right here we're going to land on a hidden spring right there. We can go right there. This will allow for us to go up on top of these clouds. And then we're going to walk a little bit of a ways. We're going to wait one more time until we see another cake. We're going to fall down right there. You can fall in many different areas, but that's my favorite spot to fall. Then we're going to go over here. We're going to jump, and then we're going to fall into a hidden little puddle here. We're going to walk to the left, and we're going to warp. We're going to level warp all the way over to the other side. Now we're going to go into the hard part of the mansion. So I did get hit there, which is fine, because the end of this part, I'm actually going to be taking a... I'm going to try and see if I can stay at 1 health. That will allow for me to do a death warp in the second part of the level. Cool, I got that dodge. I did that for purposes that I should be able to go through this whole thing. I'm at 1 heart, which is good for me, because then I can go into the next section with only 1 heart to do my death to make it easier on myself. Cool, 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 cool. So here we go. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. We can take a safety heart later on. We're going to need it anyway. Because we always get hit by this. I don't know how to dodge that at all. We're just going to take the safety heart, because we will get 4 hearts later on for an area later on in the level. We have to wait for all these planes to crash. I call them hot dogs because they look like hot dogs to me. Jump over that kangaroo rat. Jump over that one. Jump over that one. Jump over that one. Then we're going to go up here and we're going to run. Oops. We're going to go and we're going to run back and forth. Then we're going to hopefully... Ah, that's not good. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to die. We need all 4 hearts. At least 3 hearts, if not 4 on this section. Because this is the hardest section in the entire game, basically. So I have to make sure that I get everything right here. Okay, here we go. Now, we don't need to worry about health. We just need to worry about knowing where we're going here. So you will always be able to jump right there. It will always come after you. Now it's the fun part. So we have to dodge there. We have to wait for those planes. Then we're going to go here. Ah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. We're going to wait for this plane to come down. We're going to jump on it. Then we're going to go here. We're going to do small jumps right there. Oops, we would normally jump over that. Go there, and then we can go over here. We will get another heart. That was okay. Could have done better. Could have gone a little bit faster, but the next section is actually a lot easier. So here we go. We're going to go forward, and we're going to jump on these lifeboats. The water, by the way, I'm going to tell you, the water is instant kill. So I have to take it very carefully. That's one of the hardest areas in this. Yes, that part, that particular area right there is actually one of the hardest parts. It's kind of funny because that thing does not like to come and help us out. So now we're going to jump over all of these lifesavers, life jackets, whatever they are. Then we're just going to run forward most of the time. It's a very simple section once you get past the very hard plane area there. Now we're going to go up here. And then we're going to jump on this one. Life Preserver. That's the word. Life Preserver. We're going to go over here and we're going to jump on all of these. Perfect. And now it's just a matter of getting to the end. There we go. Over this way. And cool. Didn't get that. We aren't going to need it. I say that now and watch me mess up. Perfect. One more jump. Perfect. We are now going to go on to the final boss, and the final boss is going to be Daffy Duck and his machine. This is, the timing will come up the second that the screen goes black after the final hit on the robot. So in order to get this to work, we have to go up by Daffy Duck up here and wait for the machine to come up to you, and or you follow it like this, like I'm about to do, and then hit it. Go back and jump on Daffy's head again, if I can do it. Wait for... This is the longest and most annoying part, because you just have to wait for it to come over this way. There we go, that's another hit. He should come back in this way, follow me in. And then do it again, and then one more, he should do the same exact thing. And the time will come up the second that the screen goes black here. And... time. Alright! Well, everyone, that was Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday, all levels easy. If you liked that, this is such a fun game. This is actually one of my first ever SNES games that I ever learned ever, and when I first started learning it, I actually got world record within a couple weeks. And this is such a fun game to show off, and it's a lot of fun to play. It's can be tense in some moments, and that's what I think makes it such a great game to show off. But anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you at the marathon. Thanks.